everyone, welcome back to episode 4 of TCG Unite Live. I'm Mango, and today we have with us a very special guest, Sean. So there are two things that we'll be talking about today. The first one, we'll be asking Sean about, his involvement in the collection of Pokemon cards and the tournament that he participated back in 2004. And as well as at the end of the episode, we have a very special announcement for all of you. So let's get started. Sean, maybe you can tell the audience a bit more about yourself.
Okay. Hi everyone, I'm Sean. I'm also one of the co-founders of TCG Unite. So I started my Pokemon collection journey back in, I think, year 2000.
Wow.
And back then I think I was like 6 or 7 years old.
Wow. So, did your parents bring you to the shop to buy some of them or?
Yeah, so my mom says she's a very nice mom. So she, I think she saw like the neighborhood kids like started collecting and playing Pokemon cards and went up to them, asked them, where did you get this? What's this? What's this thing you're holding? Yeah, then she found out there's Pokemon cards. And I think from then she brought us to around like the neighborhood shops to go and look for like places where you can buy the Pokemon cards. And then I think that's when my Pokemon card collection journey began.
That's a very cool mom you have, right?
Yeah,
very involved in your hobby, actually finding out, what's the trend out there, and then bringing you into the hobby.
So she's the one that actually introduced us, like me and my brother, into Pokemon cards.
Nice. Okay. So were you playing like a very actively or competitively even back then, or?
I think when I first started, mostly is like little kids, right? We don't really know what's going on. We just collect. We just like to collect cool cards and stuff, right? Then I think later down the road, I started playing, I started joining like local shop tournaments. Maybe when I started like primary 2 or primary 3, so in like year 2002. Yeah, I started playing like these local shops and stuff. Then I somehow managed to like qualify for like the regional national championship. So I was playing in Hong Kong back then.
Also, you were staying in Hong Kong you happened to take part in this.
Yeah, so I was like every Sunday after school, every Sunday after like my lessons, like tuition, then my mom would bring me to the store to play. So they have like tournaments every Sundays.
Okay.
And so like I will always be there playing. Then so I somehow managed to qualify for this regional national tournament.
Okay, so were you the Hong Kong champion or something?
No, I was second place.
So in Hong Kong?
In
or like Kowloon or Tsim
I guess it was Hong Kong. I'm not
Hong
really
Kong, second in Hong Kong.
I'm not really sure. It says regional, right? Back then I was too young to really know what was going on.
Okay.
I was just like joining the tournaments to just play and just collect promo cards every time we participate. Yeah, so I somehow managed to win second place.
Okay, so I think this is the trophy back then, right? If to my knowledge, I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be a medal in front somewhere, right? Where was the medal supposed to be?
So there's supposed to be a medal here. You can still see the remnants of like the glue, either the glue or like the tape, double-sided tape that they used back then. Yeah, so it's a second place medal. But I think my grandma lost the medal. So we moved a lot, right? So I think the medal dropped off somewhere and then we just never found it again.
Oh, okay. How much would this trophy go for today?
So this trophy, I think that was like 2 years ago. I think one sold for like $22,000 US. But they had the first place medal on it.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think recently there's one more recent sale. I think that was like there's one listing right now. I think for like 14,000 or like 15,000 USD.
For second place trophy?
First place with
trophy.
the medal. Yeah. So mine doesn't have the medal.
Okay. So shout out to Sean's grandma. If you ever find the trophy somewhere still in the house, pass it to us and then we'll get it fixed back. So that this trophy has some more value, right?
Yeah.
This is sentimental to you because after all, you won the so-called regional.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So if someone were to offer you a prize to buy this off you, would you ever sell it?
I don't think I'll ever sell it because I think it's more sentimental value.
Okay.
I think like my mom really introduced me to Pokemon. She brought me to all these tournaments and like local shops. So I really didn't know what's going on back then. So I think this is more of like more sentimental and memorable piece to me.
Childhood, right?
Childhood, yeah. It just reminds me of my childhood, right? And the things that my mom does for me and stuff. Yeah.
Cool. So, in terms of, competitive play, what would you say that, has significantly changed over the years? Especially for, a lot of TCGs have changed. For me, I realized that, Yu-Gi-Oh has changed a lot. ever since I stopped playing. But for you, I mean, Pokemon, how has it changed over the years?
Right. So, I mean, after winning this trophy, I think I came back to Singapore. Then I didn't really participate in any more tournaments or didn't really keep up with the competitive scene. But I mean, looking at all the decks now, right, I feel like the pace of the game has changed significantly. Right. So back then, it's like there's like a lot of back and forth, right? You don't really know who's going to win until maybe like 3/4 going into the game or like halfway into the game.
Okay.
Whereas like I think nowadays the matches they can conclude quite quickly, so the pace is like a lot faster, and I think the combos are a lot more complicated. Yeah.
Okay. So would you say that it's more difficult for children to get into the game these days, or would you think that it's still the same?
I think yes. I think it's like based on like how the cards play and like the combos and how cards interact with each other. I think it's a lot more difficult. I think there's more emphasis on like Pokemon abilities nowadays. I think back then the Pokemon cards didn't really have abilities. I mean there were, but like very few cards have like Pokemon abilities. Whereas now it's like almost every other card has a Pokemon ability, and they are like staple cards.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I would say it's much harder to play the Pokemon card game nowadays. Yeah.
Okay.
I think you need to know a lot of the other cards as well. You can't really just know your own cards. Back then, you know your own cards, you just play. There's not really much things you need to think about, like like counters and like
I see. Okay, cool. Thanks for sharing, Sean. Sean, I understand that you're an avid collector of Pokemon cards. So other than Pokemon, what else? What other TCGs do you actually collect?
So when I was much younger, I don't only collect Pokemon. I also collected the old Digimon cards. Yeah, so I'm not sure how to play that, but I collected it because I also watched Digimon back then. Then nowadays, I still collect Pokemon. I collect Digimon. I also collect, I think, a little bit of One Piece, but not too much. Just like buy for fun. Yeah. So
but the game is real hot right now as well.
Yeah,
the
game seems really really popular right now, and I'm not sure if I really want to get into it. It's a lot of time, a lot of commitment to really learn and play a TCG, right? Yeah. So I mean, I collect Pokemon, Digimon, and I think a little bit of One Piece right now.
Oh, cool. Yeah. So Pokemon is still your main collection. Do you have any special childhood collection that you definitely hold on to for your life that you never let go of?
Right. So I think my favorite collection would be the EX series.
EX?
Yeah, EX series. So I think it's like the year 2000s, 2000 to maybe 2006. I think that era of cards. Yeah, so like I do have like Charizard EX from Fire Red Leaf Green. I do have the Articuno EX from, I'm not sure what set that's from. Yeah, but I like the EX series. Are like one of my more favorite cards.
I see. Cool.
Yeah, I think my brother had this Ancient Mew card. That I was back then I was quite jealous of, and I really wanted one for myself as well. Because I think I bent mine last time.
Oh no! Oh no!
Okay. But I mean that's not a very expensive card to have, yeah. But
I see.
Yeah.
Right, Sean. Thank you for joining us on this episode. Thank you for sharing your TCG experience with us.
No, thanks for having me. So I'll see you guys possibly in a future episode.
Like and subscribe to stay updated. See you on the next episode.